Hello, welcome to Daily English Speaking Podcast. Welcome back, my dear English learners. I am Jack, and today I am very happy to practice English with you. In today's podcast, we are going to talk about a very powerful topic: train your brain to speak in English. This topic is important because many learners understand English, but they cannot speak easily. They listen to English. They read English. They know many words, but when they need to speak, their brain becomes slow. They translate too much. They think too much. They worry about grammar. Then speaking becomes difficult. If this happens to you, do not worry. You are not alone. Many English learners have the same problem. They say, "I can understand English, but I can't speak." They say, "I know the word, but I forget it when I speak." They say, "I translate from my language to English in my head." This is normal in the beginning, but the good news is this: you can train your brain to speak in English. Your brain learns by repetition. If you repeat something many times, your brain becomes faster. At first, English feels slow because your brain is not used to using it for speaking. But when you practice daily, your brain starts to recognize patterns. It starts to remember useful phrases. It starts to connect ideas directly to English words. This is how speaking becomes easier. Think about driving a car or riding a bicycle. At first, you think about every small action. You think about your hands, your feet, your balance, and the road. It feels difficult. But after practice, your body remembers. You do not think too much, you just do it. Speaking English is similar. At first, you think about every word, but with practice, your brain and mouth learn to work together. The first step is to stop waiting for perfect English. Many learners wait until they know more grammar, more vocabulary, and better pronunciation. They think, "When I am ready, I will speak." But speaking readiness comes from speaking practice. You do not become ready by staying silent. You become ready by using your voice. So, start with simple English. Say short sentences. Say them clearly. Say them often. For example, "I am learning English." "I want to speak better." "I practice every day." "I make mistakes, but I continue." These sentences are simple, but they train your brain. Your brain needs simple, repeated practice before it can produce longer sentences. The second step is to connect English with daily life. Do not keep English only in your notebook. Use English when you do normal things. When you wake up, say, "I am waking up." When you drink water, say, "I am drinking water." When you look outside, say, "The weather is nice." When you feel tired, say, "I feel tired." When you start work, say, "I need to focus." This is simple but very powerful. You are teaching your brain to think in English. You are not translating long sentences. You are connecting real life with English words. This is how your brain becomes faster. For example, if you see your phone, think, "This is my phone." If you see a chair, think, "This is a chair." If you are hungry, think, "I am hungry." If you want tea, think, "I want tea." These sentences may feel too easy, but easy sentences are the foundation of speaking. Many learners want to speak about big topics, but they cannot speak about daily things. Start with daily life. Daily life gives you many chances to practice. You can talk about your morning, your food, your work, your family, your feelings, and your plans. These are real conversation topics. The third step is to learn sentence patterns. Patterns help your brain speak faster. A pattern is a sentence structure you can use again and again. For example, "I want to." This pattern is very useful. "I want to learn English." "I want to speak better." "I want to travel." "I want to improve my life." You do not need to create a new structure every time. You use the same pattern and change the ending. Another useful pattern is, I need to study, I need to rest, I need to work, I need to practice speaking. Another pattern is, I like to. I like to listen to music. I like to watch movies. I like to learn new words. These patterns make speaking easier. When you learn patterns, you train your brain to speak in chunks. A chunk is a group of words that usually go together. For example, I don't know. Let me think. I'm not sure. That sounds good. Can you help me? These chunks are very useful because your brain can remember them as one piece. Instead of building every sentence word by word, use chunks. Say, I'm trying to. Then add your idea. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to speak English every day. This is how natural speaking works. The fourth step is shadowing. Shadowing means listening to English and repeating it out loud. This exercise trains your brain and mouth together. Choose slow, clear English. Listen to one sentence. Pause. Repeat. Listen again. Repeat again. Do not only repeat in your mind. Say it out loud. Your mouth needs practice too. For example, repeat this sentence. I am training my brain to speak in English. Say it slowly. I am training my brain to speak in English. Now say it again. I am training my brain to speak in English. Now change it a little. I am training my brain every day. I am training my mouth to speak clearly. I am training myself to think in English. This kind of practice is very effective. Shadowing helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. It also helps your brain remember full sentences. If you repeat useful sentences many times, they become easier to use in real conversation. The fifth step is to speak before you are ready. This may sound scary, but it is important. Your brain needs real speaking practice. You can speak alone first. You can speak in your room. You can speak while walking. You can record your voice. You can answer questions out loud. You do not need another person every time. Ask yourself simple questions. How are you today? Answer, I am good, but a little tired. What did you do today? Answer, I worked, I ate lunch, and I studied English. What do you want to do tomorrow? Answer, I want to practice speaking and finish my work. This is real speaking practice. If you only think the answers, it is not enough. You must say them out loud. Speaking is physical. Your mouth, tongue, lips, and voice need training. Your brain may know the sentence, but your mouth may not be ready. So speak out loud every day. The sixth step is to reduce translation. Translation is normal at first, but if you translate every sentence, speaking becomes slow. You think in your language, then you change the sentence into English, then you worry about grammar, then you speak. This takes too much time. To reduce translation, use simple English thoughts. Do not try to think complex ideas in English at first. Think small. I am hungry. I need water. I feel good. I have work today. I want to learn. These small English thoughts train your brain. When your brain can think small thoughts in English, it can later think bigger thoughts. First, one sentence, then two sentences, then a short paragraph, step by step. For example, when you are walking, think, I am walking. The street is busy. The weather is warm. I feel calm. This is simple English thinking. You are training your brain in real time. The seventh step is to use English for your feelings. Feelings are part of daily life, and they are easy to practice. Say, I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel nervous. I feel proud. I feel stressed. Then add a reason. I feel tired because I worked a lot. I feel happy because I learned something new. I feel nervous because I need to speak English. These sentences are useful and personal. When English becomes personal, your brain remembers it better. If you only memorize random sentences, you may forget them. But if you use English to talk about your real life, your brain connects English with meaning. Now, let's talk about mistakes. Many learners stop speaking because they fear mistakes. They think, if I make a mistake, people will judge me. But mistakes are part of training. When you train your body, you may feel tired. When you train your brain, you may make mistakes. That is normal, WW. A mistake is not a failure. A mistake is information. It tells you what to practice. If you say, she go to work, you can learn. She goes to work, then repeat it. She goes to work. He goes to school. My friend goes to the gym. Now the mistake becomes practice. Do not say, my English is bad. Say, my English is improving. Do not say, I can't speak. Say, I am learning to speak. Do not say, I always forget words. Say, I need more speaking practice. This mindset helps your brain stay open. Now let's imagine Sophia from Italy. Sophia understands English videos, but she cannot speak easily. When someone asks her a question, she translates in her head and feels nervous. One day, she decides to train her brain. Every morning, she looks around her room and says 10 simple sentences in English. This is my bed. I need coffee. Today is Monday. I have work. I want to practice English. At first, it feels strange. But after 2 weeks, the sentences come faster. Her brain starts thinking in English. Now, imagine Lucas from France. Lucas wants to improve his speaking, but he is busy. He does not have 1 hour every day. So he makes a small plan. Every night, he speaks for 2 minutes about his day. He says, today I went to work. I had a meeting. I ate lunch with a friend. I felt tired, but I finished my tasks. He records his voice and listens. At first, he hears many pauses. But after 1 month, he speaks more smoothly. Now imagine Anna from Spain. Anna is shy. She does not like speaking with people because she is afraid of mistakes. So she starts with shadowing. She listens to 1 short English sentence and repeats it 10 times. Then she changes 1 word. For example, I want to improve my speaking. Then she says, I want to improve my listening. I want to improve my confidence. I want to improve my pronunciation. This helps her brain become flexible. These 3 learners use different methods, but the goal is the same. Train the brain to use English automatically. Now let's talk about automatic speaking. Automatic means you do not need to think too much. For example, when someone says, how are you? You do not translate. You answer, I'm good, thank you. How about you? This is automatic. You have heard it many times. You have said it many times. Your brain knows it. You need more automatic phrases. For example, let me think. I'm not sure. Can you say that again? I agree with you. That's a good idea. I need more time. I don't understand. Could you explain that? These phrases help you stay in conversations. Practice them every day. Say them out loud. Use them in different situations. The more automatic phrases you know, the easier speaking becomes. Now let's practice a simple question routine. Question 1. What are you doing? Answer. I am practicing English. Question 2. Why are you learning English? Answer. I am learning English because I want to speak with confidence. Question 3. How do you practice? Answer. I listen, repeat, and speak every day. Question 4. What is difficult for you? Answer. Speaking is difficult, but I am improving. Question 5. What is your goal? Answer. My goal is to think and speak in English more naturally. Repeat these questions and answers many times. They train your brain to respond faster. Now let's talk about speed. Many learners think speaking fast means speaking well, but this is not always true. Speaking clearly is more important than speaking fast. If you speak too fast, you may make more mistakes and feel more nervous. Speak slowly first. Build control. Speed will come later. A good sentence is, I speak slowly, but I speak clearly. This is a strong sentence for learners. You can say, I do not need to speak fast today. I need to speak clearly. This mindset reduces pressure. Now let's talk about daily speaking topics. To train your brain, you need topics that repeat. Choose easy topics. My day, my family, my job, my food, my feelings, my plans, my goals, my English practice. These topics are useful because you can talk about them often. For example, talk about your day. Today was busy. I woke up early. I went to work. I had lunch at home. In the evening, I practiced English. Talk about your plans. Tomorrow I will study English. I will listen to a podcast. I will repeat useful phrases. I will speak for 5 minutes. Talk about your feelings. I feel a little tired, but I am happy because I practiced. These small talks train your brain for real conversations. Now, let's talk about vocabulary. You do not need thousands of words to start speaking. You need useful words and phrases that you can use. Many learners know many words passively. Passive words are words you understand when you hear or read them. Active words are words you can use when you speak. To speak better, you need active words. How do you make a word active? Use it in sentences. Take the word practice. Say, I practice English. I practice every day. I practice speaking. Practice helps me improve. Now the word becomes active. Take the word confidence. Say, I need confidence. I want more confidence. Speaking gives me confidence. My confidence is growing. This is how you train your brain to use words, not only understand them. Now let's talk about building sentences. Start with one sentence and expand it. Sentence 1. I learn English. Now expand. I learn English every day. Now expand again. I learn English every day because I want to speak better. Now expand again. I learn English every day because I want to speak better and feel more confident. This exercise trains your brain to build longer sentences. Let's try another one. I feel nervous. Expand. I feel nervous when I speak English. Expand again. I feel nervous when I speak English with new people. Expand again. I feel nervous when I speak English with new people, but I still try. This is excellent speaking practice. Now let's talk about listening with purpose. Listening is important, but passive listening is not enough. Do not only play English in the background, listen for useful sentences. When you hear a sentence you like, pause and repeat it, then use it in your own life. For example, you hear, I'm trying to build better habits. Repeat it, then change it. I'm trying to build better English habits. I'm trying to build confidence. I'm trying to build a daily speaking routine. This turns listening into speaking practice. Now, let's talk about mini conversations. Your brain needs conversation practice, not only single sentences. Practice short conversations alone. You can play both roles. For example, Person A, how was your day? Person B, it was good, but busy. Person A, what did you do? Person B, I worked, studied English, and cooked dinner. Person A, that sounds productive. Person B, yes, I feel tired, but proud. You can speak both parts. This trains your brain to ask and answer. Now let's practice another mini conversation. Person A, why are you learning English? Person B, I'm learning English because I want to communicate better. Person A, what is your biggest problem? Person B, speaking is my biggest problem. Person A, how do you practice? Person B, I listen, repeat, and speak out loud every day. This is simple and useful. Now let's talk about the 1-minute speaking exercise. This is one of the best exercises. Choose a topic and speak for 1 minute. Do not stop. Do not worry about perfect grammar. If you forget a word, use simple words. If you make a mistake, continue. The goal is to train your brain to keep speaking. Topic: my morning. Say, my morning was simple. I woke up, washed my face, and drank water. Then I had breakfast. I checked my phone for a few minutes. After that, I started my work. I also listened to English for 10 minutes. This is enough. Topic: my English goal. Say, my English goal is to speak more confidently. I want to think in English and answer questions faster. I know I need practice, so I will speak every day. I will use simple sentences and repeat useful phrases. Very good. Now let's talk about recording your voice. Recording is powerful because you can hear your progress. Many learners feel uncomfortable when they hear their voice. That is normal. But do not judge yourself too harshly. Listen like a teacher, not like an enemy. Ask, was I clear? Did I stop too much? Which sentence can I say better? Then record again. After 1 month, listen to your first recording and your new recording. You may be surprised. You may hear progress. Your speaking may sound smoother. Your pronunciation may be clearer. Your confidence may be stronger. This can motivate you. Now, let's talk about training your mouth. Your brain may know English, but your mouth also needs practice. Some English sounds may feel difficult. Some sentences may feel heavy. Repeat them slowly. For example, I want to speak more clearly. I am practicing every day. English is becoming easier for me. Say them again and again. Your mouth will become more comfortable. Speaking is not only mental, it is physical too. That is why silent study is not enough. Read out loud, repeat out loud, answer out loud. Your voice is part of the training. Now, let's talk about confidence again. Confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself. If you say, I will practice for 5 minutes, and you do it, your confidence grows. If you do it again tomorrow, it grows more. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to think, I can keep going. Do not make a huge promise that you cannot keep. Do not say, I will study 5 hours every day, if it is not realistic. Say, I will speak English for 5 minutes every day. Small promises are easier to keep. Kept promises build confidence. Now let's talk about English environment. If English is around you, your brain learns faster. Put English into your daily life. Listen to English podcasts. Watch simple English videos. Read short English texts. Change some phone settings to English if you can. Write small notes in English. Think in English when you do simple tasks. You do not need to live in an English-speaking country to train your brain. You can create a small English environment around you. A few minutes here, a few sentences there, a small habit every day. This is enough to begin. Now, let's make a simple daily plan to train your brain. Morning, say 5 sentences about your day. Afternoon, repeat 5 useful phrases. Evening, Listen to English for 10 minutes and shadow 3 sentences. Night. Speak for 1 minute about what happened today. This plan is simple, but if you do it every day, your brain will change. Now, let's practice useful sentences. I am training my brain to speak in English. I can think in simple English. I can speak slowly and clearly. I do not need perfect English. I need daily. Practice. Mistakes help me learn. My brain is getting faster. My confidence is growing. These sentences are good for practice and motivation. Now, let's create a full speaking model. I want to train my brain to speak in English. I know that speaking is a skill, and skills need practice. I will start with simple sentences about my daily life. I will think in English when I do small things. I will repeat useful phrases and practice speaking out loud. I will not wait for perfect English. I will speak slowly, make mistakes, and continue. Step by step, my brain will learn to use English more naturally. This is a strong A2B1 answer. It is clear, natural, and useful. Now, let's make a shorter version. I am training my brain to speak in English. I practice simple sentences every day. I listen, repeat, and speak out loud. I still make mistakes, but I am improving. This is easy and powerful. Now let's make a very short version. I train my brain by thinking, repeating, and speaking in English every day. This sentence is simple and memorable. Now let's talk about difficult days. Some days you will feel tired. Some days you will not want to practice. Some days your English will feel slow. That is normal. Do not stop completely. On difficult days, do a small version. Speak for 1 minute. Repeat 3 sentences. Listen for 5 minutes. A small practice keeps the habit alive. You can say, "Today I am tired, so I will do a small practice." This is better than doing nothing. Consistency is more important than perfection. Now let's talk about patience. Training your brain takes time. You may not feel change after 1 day, but after weeks and months, you will notice something. You will answer faster. You will translate less. You will remember phrases more easily. You will feel less afraid. Your mouth will become more comfortable. This is progress. Do not ask, "Why am I not fluent yet?" Ask, "Am I practicing today?" Fluency comes from practice, repeated over time. Focus on the process. Now, let's review the main ideas. To train your brain to speak in English, start with simple sentences. Use English in daily life. Learn sentence patterns. Practice chunks. Do shadowing. Speak out loud. Reduce translation. Talk about your feelings and daily routine. Make mistakes and learn from them. Build active vocabulary. Expand sentences. Practice mini conversations. Record your voice. Train your mouth. Create a small English environment. Practice every day, even for a short time. Before we finish, remember this. Your brain can change. Your speaking can improve. Your confidence can grow. You are not stuck. You are training. Every sentence you speak is a small exercise for your brain. Every phrase you repeat makes English more familiar. Every mistake you learn from makes you stronger. So, after this podcast, do one simple exercise. Look around you and say 10 English sentences. They can be very simple. This is my phone. I am sitting. I feel calm. I want to learn. I am practicing English. Then, speak for 1 minute about your day. This small practice can help you begin training your brain today. Thank you for listening to Daily English Speaking Podcast. I am Jack, and I am very happy you practiced with me today. Keep listening Keep speaking, keep improving step by step. Train your brain to speak in English by using your voice every day. Start simple, repeat often, and let English become more natural in your mind. See you in the next podcast.